Good morning. This is Arif Keser. Thank you for coming to my first sharing session in YouTube in English. Now this picture, we're going to do a shadow recovery. We're going to balance the picture between the darks and the lights and to bring up the mid-tone so we can see what's happening in the picture. Right now, the picture looks quite dark. And this picture was taken in Varanasi in 2015 of a food vendor. He's selling some small snacks, right? And I'm not sure you can see this, so I'm going to do some magic in Adobe Camera RAW. So this picture was taken in 2015, as I just mentioned. ISO is 640. I shot it at f4, aperture f4, shutter speed at 1/60 seconds with my Nikon 2470 24mm lens, 2470 lens at 24mm, right? With my Nikon D750. So the picture is quite dark. There's a little bit of work to do. So first thing you're going to do is you have to go here. Can you see here? Highlight clipping warning. You click this and you click your shadows. So now you can see that your highlights are clipped, right? And also you can see the shadows that you need to recover and the midtones that you need to recover. So this is going to be a short tutorial. The next thing I'm going to do is to go to Profile, remove Chroma and enable profile corrections. So if there's any Chroma or any distortion, Camera RAW will automatically sort it out. Next I'm going to do is to increase my exposure. As I press on my keyboard Option, for Macs is Option, or if it's Windows is Alt, press on your keyboard Alt or Option and increase your exposure. I'm going to increase it to 1.75 plus 1.75. Whatever is in red shows you your overexposed highlights, right? 1.75, 1.8. I think we stick to 1.70, right? The next thing I'm going to do is to reduce my highlights. Reduce the highlights, okay, and bring down my whites, and then increase my shadows. So now you can see much more clearly what is happening in the picture. Increase your shadows, okay. So you still can see, because you have your highlight clipping warning on, you still can see there's some overexposed highlights here, right? To reduce this, I'm going to go to my radial filter, click on your radial filter, go here. The first thing you should do is go here, the top part, and reset local correction settings. Very simple. It resets it to default. Make sure your feathering is 100 and effect is inside, right? So we want to reduce these highlights, these specular highlights. So we start at minus 0.50, minus 0.50, just to reduce the specular highlights, right? And at the same time, I'm going to also reduce highlights. That looks better. Okay, yeah, a little bit on his hair here. Okay, right, that looks better. Let's have a look. Right, yep, that looks better. Histogram also, there's no overexposed highlights. Right, just a little bit more. I think on this side here, we have some overexposed highlights. Maybe at here. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so the picture is much more balanced. Next is I'm going to increase exposure at the main elements of this picture. To me, the main elements of this picture is this vendor here and these three people. So it's a triangle of this. This is the focus point, right, of the picture. So I'm going to go to my radial filter, click on my radial filter, go back to here and reset local corrections. Reset it. I'm going to increase now. So I'm going to increase by 0.50. Increase by 0.50, and I'm going to increase the highlights here. Not highlights, sorry. Increase my exposure on this main character here, the food vendor. At the same time, I'm going to do noise reduction. So here at your panel, I'm going to do a noise correction of 10 and increase shadow by 10. Right, so yeah, that looks nicer. And these three people here, yeah, that looks better, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is the focus point of the picture, right? Especially these three gentlemen here, which are trying out the food. I'm going to increase light exposure here. Okay. Yep. So we can see more of this, what's happening here. And also use the same settings with my radial filter, bring out more shadow detail of this person here. Right, the picture is much more nicer. Now we can see clearly that he's selling a snack, a kind of snack that is famous in India. This picture, as I mentioned to you earlier, was shot in Varanasi, and we did a simple shadow recovery in Adobe Camera RAW, right? If in your picture there's any more overexposed highlight like we have here, okay, we have some little bit more overexposed highlights, you always can click. When it shows green, that means we have selected this, and we can bring down using the highlights to bring it down if there's any overexposed highlights in the picture, right? Overall, the picture looks very nice. It's a simple short tutorial. With that, I thank you very much, and please remember to subscribe and click on the bell icon. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.